Shalom, Israel. All right, my name is Officer Kayad, one out of I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica. I.S.U.P.K started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I.S.U.P.K is run by Commanding General YAHANNA, the one man with the rank and the authority to lead Israel at this time. I say Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai Barakatam to my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Alatan Ba'asham Yahweh Shai to my sisters. All right, so we'll talk about, you know what I mean, the Bobo camp, you know what I mean, the Rastafari camp at Bobo Hill, you understand, being basically under siege by what they call, quote unquote, criminal elements, you understand. Priests are being beaten, or Rasta priests are being beaten up there, you know what I mean. One, according to a video that I'm going to play, was kidnapped and nobody can find him, an elderly priest or so-called priest. And a woman, you know what I mean, a former secretary, you know what I mean, for the Rastafari Bobo, you know what I mean, movement was murdered. You understand? So without further ado, we're going to jump straight into the tape. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also leave your comments and your questions.
What police station will make a report. After the night following the report, at 2 o'clock in the morning, them come pick up him door and take him away. This is over a week now.
So where the other bobo them up na the hill? Where them there? Where them a do meanwhile that a go on?
A tremble.
Them a tremble?
They know that's all me can say. I never did it, so I can't tell you exactly, but that is all I man can say because, you know, it's been going on for a while and just like how them can come for the priest, them can go get anyone. So
how much Bridget live up there now, Bridget? How much Bridget up there now? How much Bridget live up there? Actually live up on
the exact count. I can't because a portion of man is gone over 10 weeks there for the celebration from the 23rd. So I don't even know who there.
Oh, what man gone and St. Lucia is there?
Yeah.
This sound away.
Far idea now, July there, and them not come forward yet.
Wow. So want to the fireborn man them where the well and the doggy. Want to the fireborn man them where they are so the big man them up on stage and a bonfire and bun room and want to them man there as Bobo.
You mean the man them where wear the costume?
But I mean them wear it again, you know, Bridget, but because I say want to them man there.
What a costume soldier them? They were not. They were paper soldier. The man there when they have strength to them one. You understand? Just like the man them will come take with the priest. Them only have them moving a crew and posse and gang. You understand?
So what?
One to one, them coward like a post.
So nobody don't know why is this thing taking place, brethren. Nobody up there don't know why it take place. If this man wants to get down for the land.
Make look on the reality. Bobo Hill is a historic place that attract people from all over the world. Because even when this go down, when the Empress murder, we had several guests here, guests from Colombia, guests from Trinidad. People are always flowing there. So it's an economic source to the predator them. Just a couple weeks ago, Iman was interfacing with some Dutch television people when it come to Jamaica there for film a leg of one documentary, the legacy of slavery. And them hear about Bobo Hill line up to go up there. See them check out before them go up there, and I show them say, yo, when you go up there, just make sure that you're careful because you're not the real world. So I said, so done, them go up there, park them vehicle, go and tour the camp. By the time them come back, them vehicle broke into glass, bust out, everything with them gone.
Really? I the first guy hear them something, brethren. The first guy. You serious?
You think I'll come on your national team?
No, me not say a lie. I tell you. No, but it's just amazing to me. But
them is spray up there. Them
and you tell me say the Bobo them up on the hill don't know why it happen. What make it happen? You let them not know.
Not more than them. Not more than Virgin. It's just as how you see it, Virgin. You have a set of predators. We don't know where them come from, whether them hide out some town, them run out or whatever. Because Bulby has always been that kind of even when man come through the worker hillside, the man come mass out when them run out some other places. But the criminal element realize that the man them is defenseless. and take set on them because them see a little flow of money coming through there from the visitors and international support. You know, like when I pass to with little drop a little change, and I'm next man pass to with drop a little change.
Yeah, and like we bring out from time to time, Bobo Hill is more like, you know what I mean, a tourist attraction more than anything. Or the Rastafari movement has been like, you know what I mean, tourist attractions, and you know what I mean, like foreigners come, you know what I mean, can even be a part of them organization, you know what I mean, Edomites, white people, heathens, you understand? So it's not anymore this, you know what I mean, black liberation movement as they claimed in the past. It's now basically a tourist attraction, you understand?
Yeah, Dougie, me see some police go up there the other day, right? And I talk to the bobo them, and the bobo them say, the police them ask them if them hide any of the criminal them. And the brethren I said, no, we're not hide no criminal, man. I mean,
you can't say nothing different, because them say nothing different. I get slapped up there and by them, you know. And can't even go to station go make no report. You know, big hell that get slapped up there and by them, you know. And can't even go to station go make no report, you know. So,
now find out about this.
So the man see Jaya, because them is just like I say, it's just some church man. Some man try to leave them faith. I don't know, but
and we have been bringing it out time and time again. Say the Rastafari movement is nothing but Christianity. See the caller say it, you understand? The caller say it like a church thing, you know what I mean? A Christianity, because the God where them serve is a Christian. So, you know what I mean? They are not militant. The I.S.U.P.K and the commanding general, YAHANNA, is militant. We protect our women and our children and our brothers. The Rastafari movement is not able to do so because guess what? The Most High is not with them. They don't serve the God of Israel in the Bible. You understand? Hence the reason why they are not militant. You understand? I'll play a little more of the tape and then I'll jump to some scriptures.
Man, I don't know. Militant.
Yeah. Peace and love.
Rasta, man, you know?
Yeah, peace and love, man. One love, one heart. Yes.
Yeah, and it's woman and people. So, and now, not only that, like I said, no, we have visitors that is passing through. So.
And this, you know what I mean, this is really, it stems from basically, you know what I mean, loving the heathens. You see, the love that these religions have for heathens, you know what I mean, it basically is a pacifying thing. You know what I mean, this peace and love thing when we as a people are oppressed. You understand? Basically turn you into a Christian, a good slave, like, you know what I mean, like a Christian church. You understand?
So those visitors are also put in jeopardy because there is no security. And it's and like I say again, it's a historic site. Everyone know what Bobo Hill is all about and what it has. That come from all over the world. The one that is licensed to do the job, you know.
Upon them, the whole on, you know, brethren. We call upon them people if about the. Are the first man hear about?
Them either the Africa now the few left.
No, you have man on you, so. It warm to the man them with their road, that's all.
Most of the man them when they rise up where that was militant. Them either the Africa now the few left.
No, you have man on.
So the man them were the militant Ghana, Africa. You know what I mean? To live amongst Edens and leave them brothers and them sisters and them children. You know what I mean? Vulnerable. So the militant man them gone. You understand? Because Rasta teach that, you know what I mean, we should love the heathens. So them gonna protect heathens, you know what I mean, and them people down here so are dead. That's why we implore our brothers and sisters inside the Rastafari community to leave out of the Rastafari community, because, you know what I mean, one, you're not serving the Most High in that community. Two, the Most High is not with that community and you are in danger. Come out of the Rastafari community and join the I.S.U.P.K and the commanding general and learn to follow orders and learn the truth according to the Bible. You know what I mean? And you will be protected. You understand?
And so, where every time you hear them go up on the stage, them say, "Holy man, you lie."
None of them no come with them together with them crew and come say, "Yeah, Rasta." I don't hear them do nothing. I understand. If you want some real action, you know, as Rastafari, take up the man, we are vigilant.
It's like,
society.
but we are no public enemy number one here right now. We are that place there. Not have nothing gun license. Nobody up there can get gun license.
I know for them can't get that because
but a peace and love them I work with.
Shocking and jive in that area. We are shock and jive from spaceship over. And now we are professional shock and jivers. That's what that is all about. That's not militancy. None of them no militant there. None of them not fighting no cause. A entertainer is a peace farmer. A revolutionist and an activist is a totally different person, and that the society is realize.
But Bridget, it's not a revolution, it's a protection, and a revolution, it's a protection.
And how many times have you heard us say that? You understand? Check the videos them. You know what I mean? Go up on the channel, check our videos them when we address Rasta. Zin? How many times have we told you that, you know what I mean, these Rastafaris are more entertainers? You know what I mean? All the Rasta artists, them who become leaders of the Rastafari community. You understand? They are entertainers and they are not revolutionaries. You understand? They are not leaders over black people. They are not trained to lead. They are entertainers. You know what I mean? An entertainer is not fit to lead over anybody. You understand? How many times have we said? How many times I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica, and the commanding general, YAHANNA, have told you that? Now you have a Rasta man on the phone saying the same thing. I think they are watching the I.S.U.P.K and seeing that the formula that the I.S.U.P.K have is the right formula. You understand? I think they are watching the I.S.U.P.K. Sizzla Kalonji is watching the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? And he brought it out that we are the Hebrew Israelites. Which if it wasn't for the I.S.U.P.K, you know what I mean, nobody would have known that. You understand? He also said we should learn the Lashawan Kwadash, the ancient Hebrew, that he learns from the I.S.U.P.K or somebody who learned from the I.S.U.P.K. But he will not tell you that you should come out of Rastafariism. Just like the Christian church won't tell you that you should leave the Christian church. You understand? Because they, you know what I mean, they are only there, you know what I mean, to deceive. You understand? They learn from the I.S.U.P.K and then them deceive them own people with other false information which they did not learn from the I.S.U.P.K. And instead of leaving the Rastafari community and join the I.S.U.P.K, them continue to deceive. And them can't protect them women and them children. You see that woman that you see on the screen right now, she was a secretary for the Rastafari Bubble movement. You know what I mean? A volunteer. She retired and volunteered. You know what I mean? As the caller brought out. And she's now dead. You understand? She's now dead. Because the Rastafari community is not able to protect them own. You understand? But the I.S.U.P.K and the commanding general, YAHANNA, you know what I mean? The Lord is with us. The Most High is with us. You understand? And we're going to jump to some scripture right now. See? So remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also leave your comments. You understand? In the comment section. So what may I say? All right. So this is the biggest mistake that the Rastafari community made. Zin, listen, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 17 and verse 2. We'll read from 2 to 5. And it says, if there be found among you within any of thy gates, which the Lord thy God giveth thee, man or woman that have wrought wickedness. What kind of wickedness? In the sight of the Lord thy God, in transgressing his covenant. Zin, verse 3, and has gone and served other gods. Right. So if anybody, you know what I mean, man or woman, you know what I mean, break the Most High covenant and go serve other God. Remember, we are the children of Israel. We are the Hebrew Israelites, like what Sizzla Kalonji said. Then, this was given to us. This instruction was given to them, the Israelites. Listen. So it said, and worship them, either the sun or moon or any of the host of heaven which I have not commanding. So Rastafari teach you that Selassie is God and that you should worship nature. And nature is God and all of them things there. Basically saying the sun, the moon, and the plants, all them things there for worship. You know what I mean? Let me continue reading verse 4. And it be told thee, and thou hast heard of it, and inquire diligently, and behold, it be true, and the thing certain, that such abomination is wrought in Israel. So worshiping the nature, Worshipping nature is an abomination according to the God of Israel. You understand? Worshipping nature is an abomination. And listen what the penalty for that is. You understand? Let me continue reading. Verse 5. Then shalt thou bring forth that man or that woman which have committed that wicked thing unto this gate, even that man or that woman, and shall stone them with stones till they die. So the Most High said that is a death penalty offense. And you know what I mean? We are not saying that, you know what I mean, the members who died because the Bobo Rasta camp is under siege right now by quote-unquote criminal element. We are not justifying their death. Zin? But the Most High say worshipping in any idolatrous religion is a death penalty. So that's why we implore our brothers and sisters inside of the Rastafari community to come out of the Rastafari community because your life is in danger. And let me show you what going on in these times. Now you are seeing the Most High showing his hands. Zin? The Most High is at war with this land of Egypt, the spiritual Egypt that his people are being held captive in and are being oppressed in. Him send the coronavirus, him send the monkeypox. You understand? He's sending World War III. World War III is upon us right now. You know what I mean? Many more plagues, financial crisis. You are seeing it all happen all at once. The Most High is against this Egypt. You understand? And when the Most High is fighting against Egypt, he's fighting the gods of Egypt. We're going to jump to that scripture right now. See? We'll jump to the book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 12. See? And this is very important for you to know that you should come out of the Rastafari community because you're basically in the path of the Most High artillery. You understand? By being a part of Christianity and being a part of Rastafariism or any other religion that you are a part of, you are forbidden as the children of Israel to be a part of any of those religions. You understand? This is the book of Exodus chapter 12 and verse 12, and it says, "For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night." So remember when we were in Egypt, in slavery in Egypt, the Most High basically sent the death angel, you understand, to pass through the land to kill the Egyptians. You know what I mean? That is what you see these virus coming up. And you're going to see more. You're going to see wholly more. You're not see nothing yet. You understand? The Most High is against this land of Egypt. Or, you know what I mean? Babylon, spiritual Babylon and Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah. You understand? And will smite all the firstborns in the land of Egypt. So the Most High, you know what I mean? He smote the firstborn. We know the story go. You know what I mean? The firstborn of Pharaoh's servant and also Pharaoh, even the cattle. You understand? Both man and beast and against all the gods of Egypt. Right? So not only did the Most High plague Egypt, but he plagued the gods of Egypt. Who are the gods of this Egypt right now? You're talking about that white Jesus, Christianity. That is why you're seeing so much, you know what I mean, things coming out about the Christian church. My brother Abadawan brought out yesterday, you know what I mean, oh, this Christian pastor, you know what I mean, his two sons died at one time, you know what I mean, and another video where a Christian pastor is filmed basically degrading his church member because, you know what I mean, he wanted to buy a Movado watch and they weren't sending enough money to him. They weren't giving him enough money. You understand? And he was shamed for that because it came out. The Most High shaming the Christian church. I remember Kevin Smith out here in Jamaica, that homosexual pastor who was doing the same thing, exploiting and extorting his members. You understand? Christianity, that white Jesus is one of the gods of Egypt. And another god of this wicked place, Egypt, you understand, is Selassie, or the Rastafari religion. You understand? The Most High is at war with these gods of Egypt. You understand? And he's against Muslim and any other gods. You understand? He's against the politicians and all, you know what I mean, your political leaders as well. So now is the time for you to come back to your covenant. You're not safe inside the Rastafari community. And you're not safe inside of the Christian church. We just have to tell you straight. Zin, if you are in these religions and you will not, you don't, you know what I mean, you refuse to leave out of these religions, you are in direct, you know what I mean, line of fire from the Most High, because the Most High is at war with these, you know what I mean, gods of Egypt. You understand? And with that, you know what I mean? And yeah, before me even go, the Most High is particularly against these gods, because remember, you know, these gods are who turn the minds of the children of Israel against the Most High, you know. You understand? It is Christianity that taught the children of Israel that it is okay to break the Most High law, you know. Zin? And that, you know what I mean, you can eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, and all them things. Meanwhile, taking people's tithes and offering, which is a part of the law. See, it is the Rastafari community who teach the children of Israel that it is okay to smoke weed. You know what I mean? Basically making everybody in Jamaica drug addicts, which is witchcraft. Drugs is witchcraft according to the Bible. You understand? So it is these gods of Egypt that have caused the children of Israel to further err against the Most High. So the Most High is in direct conflict with the Rastafari community. You understand? So with that, remember to like this video. You know what I mean? Tomorrow I will cover this, you know what I mean, on a wider scope. I'm going to touch upon another part of this video. You understand? You know what I mean? So tomorrow night at 7 p.m., you know what I mean, just tune in to the I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, tomorrow is our brotherhood class where we teach Israel to be more brotherly. You understand? And if our Rastafari brothers would, you know what I mean, come and learn from the I.S.U.P.K and the command in general, yeah, and learn brotherhood, they would have been able to impart that brotherhood to the members of their community. You understand? And I'm talking about Bobo Hill, where they would have learned to be brotherly. You know what I mean? To the point where they don't put the Rastafarians to death. You understand? And we are not celebrating the death of, you know what I mean, the Rastafarians. But remember, you are teaching the people to be sinners against the Most High, breaking the Most High covenant. So those very people, you know what I mean, who you claim to be the liberators of, them same one are going to put you to death. And with that, like the video, like me say, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, share on all social media platforms. You know what I mean? Shalom.